Hi, families.
Hi.
This is Heather Ailuardo, and I'm Alex. I'm the principal. Heather is our Dean of Instruction. We're here today to talk to you about some of the data you're going to be getting about your child. So basically as some of you know, we are revamping all our systems and structures to better serve our students, to get them reading faster and to fill some of the gaps they have coming out of remote learning. So I'm going to have Heather explain first, just like the what and the why of this assessment so that you know what it is and why we're giving it and can make sense of that information.
Thank you, Alex. So in the past, your child may have used iStation as an assessment, and we switched to mClass because it provides not only diagnostic, but also progress monitoring tools. So what that means is what our students need to learn and how we can show what they're learning and how well they're learning along the way. It just works together in a very seamless way. So we're able to actually see 7 different indicators of how students are learning that include such things as phonics, phonemic awareness, fluency abilities, and then we will give them benchmark assessments 3 times a year. And between those benchmark assessments, we'll be able to progress monitor. So every 10 to 20 days, depending on the student, we'll know exactly where they're at and how they're doing. So it's a very sensitive test. We're really excited for what it can tell us and how it can really direct instruction.
And so you're going to be getting the results because for most students, we have the beginning of the year results ready for you. And it's a really cool report that gives you some idea as a parent about where your student's at, as well as like what you can do at home. However, we need to make it really clear. The majority of students at our school and in most schools across the entire world are behind where we would expect they would be. Now, I'm just going to have you percolate a question in your brain. Can we really call it behind if the whole world is at the same place? So the majority of our students right now are in, I don't really like using the colors too much, but they're in the red category or the yellow category, and not as much are in the green or the blue because of the obvious impacts of COVID-19. So I'm just going to tell you, please do your best to not be alarmed. It's good information to have as a parent or guardian, but like put it in the context of our world right now. My own child is in this same boat, so I know the feeling, but it's to be expected, and we have prepared for this. Another thing I wanted to say along those lines is that I don't, and most of the people that work here don't philosophically believe that we need to share with students the color they are. So we would hate to tell a student, hey, you're a yellow student right now, or you're a red student, or you're a blue student right now. It does have a color coding system, but what the research is telling us is that is not what motivates students to work towards their goals. So the ranking itself is not important, but the goals and what we're working on and the skills is what is important, and that's what I hope you can focus on with your child. And then just a note to our dual language immersion families, you're going to get 2 reports. One is called, and the language is so confusing, the systems mClass, but it's called DIBBLES. That's the English version. And then IDEL, that's the Spanish version. So you're going to get both those reports to see how your student is doing in either language up through 3rd grade. In 4th and 5th, we're only using the English version because so much of that instruction is shifting over, and we have all their Spanish assessments. So what we want to say about that is that it can be alarming, especially in grades K through 2 or even K through 3, to see that your child is not doing well as well as you thought in either language. What it really is a natural progression when you're learning in 2 languages. There is a lag as the kids are learning to apply those skills to the language they're learning in, and possibly their native language as well. And so this crossover tends to start happening mostly in 3rd grade when they really hit it and they really start to understand, read, write, and they're fully literate in both languages. Hi, Ms. Zimmerman, thanks for peeking in. And so we just wanted to say that you can expect there to be a lag if you're in the DLI program. Both myself and Heather have students that are learning in 2 languages. I come from a monolingual home, Heather's do not, and we're happy to speak to our experiences as parents as well. But we wanted to just let you know that you can expect there to be a lag, and it's totally normal not to be alarmed. The research shows that a lag is natural until you hit that 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade level. So again, reach out to either of us with any questions, or Liliana Sanchez Cruz, our dual language immersion program coordinator as well. And then I do want to say a little bit about what you can expect. So we are using this data. Heather's in the middle of trying to get the logistics all up and running, but we are using this data to give every single student that is in that red or yellow category some form of intervention or tiered support. What does that mean? That means they are getting 30 minutes of targeted small group support at the exact level that they're at to work on the exact skills they need. So we are going to do this again in January, and you'll get those results again. And we're going to be progress monitoring them every about 7 to 10 instructional days along the way to make sure they're making progress towards their goals. So we have a system in place, knowing that the kids have a lot of gaps coming out of last year, to try to work on this. Heather, I don't know if I missed anything important about our accelerated teaching structure that you want to add on, but
I think we got the most important pieces there. We are absolutely working right now to make sure that every kid is in the right small group to target the specific skills that they need in order to accelerate their growth this year.
And just gonna toot our own horn, we are on the frontier of experimentation. We are early literacy grant recipients in the state of Colorado. We have all the resources and assessments at our fingertips. We are implementing them as we speak, and we're trying out different things. We have not in the history of this school tried the small group model that we're working on, where nearly every student is in a small group 30 minutes a day. So it's quite some innovative and creative thinking coming out of COVID that we hope you can help support at home. So please do read that report carefully. Think about how you can start skill building at home too, and reach out to your teacher for resources. And then obviously myself or Heather are here for any questions that you may have. Yeah, so I guess we'll say goodbye for now. Bye.
Bye.